in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, home of the Arkansas Razorbacks. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Razorbacks ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Joyner. A collision, and he's stopped at the 27 after picking up one. Let's talk for just a second about Texas Tech. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working, man, because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe they can do something very special this season.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Trying play action. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Breaks the tackle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And how about the awareness by this guy on third down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that first down. It's third. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get this first. That's a big-time leadership play by the quarterback.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. You got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
I think this defense moving forward has to be able to finish plays. On that second down, quarterback had nowhere to go with it. The defense had an opportunity to get to him, get him on the ground, setting up third and long, but because they couldn't do that and let him spring free, it's now third and manageable. This defense just making life hard on themselves right now because they're...
Breaks into the open. Past the 30. The tag. That gives him 54 yards on the ground already. That is a way to make a statement early.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Fires to the end zone. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete.
And no sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
These fans raising the volume on second and goal. The give to the back. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Finds his man on the left. Crosses the 40. Oh, he's got some space. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior. Makes a play after the grab. The Razorbacks, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Hand off from the shotgun. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Jackson gonna throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Harding. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
And the Razorbacks come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
And those are the plays you dream about. You blitz, you bring the absolute lumber. Those big hits, man, those can set the tone. And that makes a decision for this offensive player. Do I really want to go near that guy again?
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Quickly out to the tight end. Open space at the 25. He's finally stopped, and not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
How many times do you see receivers catch the ball and dance, and you get so annoyed because you're like, dude, do you see the yellow line? Go and get it. Really nice job by the receiver with the second effort, getting the extra yards and getting the first down.
The Razorbacks have their offense in high gear. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
And it really doesn't matter what the decision is on the RPO. When your defensive line can reset the line of scrimmage like that, get off blocks and make plays.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Quick handoff. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Jackson will throw. Going for it all. Throw to the end zone. Picked off. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on third down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call, and they get the INT.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. To the air on first down. Quarterback adapted. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, to get down and don't take a big hit.
The Red Raiders come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. That's the end of the period, and it's Texas Tech holding the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Direct snap. It's Joyner. They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the first down marker.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him, get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
It's been a tale of 2 drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown in the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up 1 first down, but really nice job there on that third down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's when they'll put it in play. Ncaa ready to send out this offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. The inside handoff. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. And you really can't be called the Hogs if you're not willing to grind it out in the dirt.
Yeah, and I love calling the offensive linemen the hog mollies. In Arkansas, in that beautiful state, you're going to find a bunch of big, strong individuals. And the identity of that team is usually built on those guys up front.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Jackson gonna throw it. Buys a little time with his feet. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there, and that time it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Pocket breaking down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
This offense better start finding a way to cap off these drives with points. We haven't seen that now in the last 2 drives. Last one, they were moving the ball pretty nicely, came away with nothing. This drive, it's looking to be more of the same. And normally when you give up sacks, especially on 3rd down, that's what's going to happen.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll move the wide receiver. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. The give to the tailback. Turns it on in midfield. There he goes. With that, he's got 101 yards rushing, and he goes over the century mark in this season opener. The new popular phrase for a favored team not really coming out of the gates quickly is that they're playing with their food. There are a lot of peas being pushed around the plate right now, guys.
Yeah, Reese, they've been stumbling around. They've been making mistakes and shooting themselves in the foot in this game. But, David, I think you also have to give credit to the underdog in this game because they're just playing with more intensity. They look like they want it, though.
Oh, dude, when you come out the gates in the 1st quarter, it's adrenaline, it's passion, it's being talked about as the underdog. As this game goes on, can they keep that intensity up? Right now, they're doing a heck of a job. And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Off play action. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. SMU is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Doak Walker among the legends to wear that uniform. They're trailing by just 4 to UTSA. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Jackson will throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hardy. At the 40, there he goes. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Hard running there. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Dances away. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Rushes on him. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Jackson gonna throw it. And the deflection on third down. How big is that? Forces a fourth down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. Good, right down the boulevard. This is now a 7-point game.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Start this drive firing. He's going to take off. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw on first down. Extending the play. That's caught. It's Joyner. Turning it on. He goes out of bounds across the 25. Mark it at the 24 in this defense. Its head is spinning. They love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. And for the second time, they'll go for the field goal. The first one was good, and they'll try from 42. It's good. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Red Raiders will line up to kick off and start the second half. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They're testing the right side here. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Jackson will throw. Now adjusting. He'll pull it down. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
And the Razorbacks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Grab behind the line. It's gone. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I'll tell you what, really good job by the defense, having vision on the quarterback. And as soon as he threw that football, man, they broke on the football right away, didn't waste time, and got the running back on the ground for no gain.
The Razorbacks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Well, this offense has really struggled so far early in this game, and the passing game particularly. A lot of that is on the quarterback, but at some point you need guys to step up and help him out. That was a very good throw. And his receiver has got to be able to make that catch. It just takes one play to get momentum and build some confidence, but the guys around the quarterback, they've now got to step up for this offense.
A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. He's got it, first down and more. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Now he'll let one fly down the left side.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Jackson gonna throw it. Makes the catch. It's Brown.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And the Razorbacks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly complete. And he is showing it all and finding ways to pick up yards. He's down to the 28.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on that time, made a real good decision. I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. He looked like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
The Razorbacks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Handoff from the gun. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot, It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off. And it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And the Razorbacks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Fires to the tight end. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they've got the playmakers on the field. They're only one play away from completely changing the momentum in this game. So the underdog, David, they've got to keep playing at a high level.
And they're the underdogs for a reason. So they've got to have some things go their way. They got to catch some breaks. And all they want to do, continue to fight, continue to hang around as long as possible and stay within a play or stay within some kind of big game-changing momentum play.
So now it's 2nd and long. Jackson will throw. Skips away from pressure. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
Well, this defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him down to the ground.
Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go in. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
This defense obviously knows they've got to be able to stop the run if they're going to win this football game. And you wonder if they've been able to make some tweaks and adjustments to try and take this running back away.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got a man, it's West. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a 1st down.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Jensen. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a 1st down. That's the end of the quarter, and Texas Tech is on top. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So 1st down will open up the final period. Direct snap. It's Joyner. Quarterback moving. Going to try to get it himself. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Sends it back in motion. On the snap, it's Joyner. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
The Red Raiders with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Breaks into the open. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ball game. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
And the Red Raiders will snap it on 1st and 10. Defense looks like they're coming. Might as well give it to him again. And the offense went right back to their man, and this time the defense was ready to stop him.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for room. It's Joyner. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
3rd down. Red zone play. 12 alive. Now the play fake. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. SMU is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Dallas, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 7 over UTSA. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Things had not gone the way they'd planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
It's complete to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And obviously you're in a tough spot. Like, you're down a couple of possessions. The defense knows you're going to throw the football, so you can tell they're backed up. They're playing the pass, and the offense has to take the little stuff underneath. They've got to find a way to make explosive plays, even though the defense is playing conservative.
Jackson going to throw it. Caught near the sticks. It's Brown. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Razorbacks in a good spot here with second and short. Wants to go up top. The screen, he's got wheels. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
You know, I think that's a play the quarterback would like to have back. I'm not sure that's exactly who the ball was intended for. He had another open target on the other side of the field that he just missed.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving out of the pocket. Fires downfield. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Fires to the wideout. He's got it in more than enough for a first down. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. And the Razorbacks will snap it on 1st and 10. Jackson will throw. Finds his man. It's Hardy. Oh, look out. The ball's free. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense.
And this really puts it out of reach. I mean, it was already a tall order, and you had to be aggressive in this situation. But now, with this turnover, this one's all but over.
Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They give it to him again. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They give up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on 3rd down. Running to Green. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. The defense will use a timeout, and the clock is stopped with 24 seconds left. The Red Raiders line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field it close to the 50. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Jackson gonna throw it. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Bringing it back. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side. They've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
With yet another unranked team taking down a ranked opponent, does a portal help level this out a little bit where it's really difficult to know which team should be ranked in the first place?
I think the portal certainly helps. At the end of the day, though, they just wanted it more today, and that win is going to help recruiting. It's going to help their confidence moving forward. I know this, David. Every team on the rest of their schedule, they're now taking account and notice of this team.
And I completely agree. Like, you start to build momentum, and then